that small building actually was a store. And then soon after that, it lay just empty. Nobody really wanted to use it at that time, and then they started storing things in there.
The station was established in 2005. They got a construction permit from the FCC to build the radio station, and so they hired me to build it. So myself and an engineer friend of mine built the station. Like, the radio station is kind of like a bridge. You know, they can hear the station and know what's going on in this community, and I think it's created some form of like more of a togetherness for the tribe. Before the radio station was here, a lot of the information that that got out to the community was through bulletin boards, word of mouth, flyers, and so now a lot of people listen to the station. And so one of the things was to get a lot of community involvement, a lot of community information, get departments involved, and at the same time allow us to play some music. But the main reason was for culture and for language promotion, development.
The programs that are culturally oriented, and they stress on using the language, the Yaqui language, and they explain a lot of what's going on, what's being said, and what the meanings are. And when a cultural event is coming up, and so the radio does enhance the culture by letting people be more aware of it and by elaborating on it.
Tribal legacies, that's part of following our traditions of our Yaqui people, sharing stories and people listening, and in that way culture is passed, cultural heritage is passed, cultural knowledge is passed on to people, and in that way I think those are the benefits of that program.
The elders can explain to the youth of today what the elders of the Yoeme families suffered, they died, how did they get to the Yaqui communities, like for example at Old Pascua, South Tucson, San Martin de Porres, the community family there, and also how many people got involved to come here as we know it as Pascua Pueblo.
If I were a young person, I could hear a traditional Pascua alabanza and make me think, well, I wonder who's playing that music. And I wonder why they started that music, and how come I never go to the ceremonies.
There is a language hour or a couple of hours that go on, and I've learned a couple of words, not, you know, the whole language, but I've learned some, and even the drawings that are around here, learn how to, you know, interpret what that means, and it's good. Our
station manager, Hector Yusi, and now our program coordinator, Gabriel Otero, has the same ideas I had way back then, to getting the youth involved. We're always coming up with a lot of ideas, but it's easier said than done. You know, you say, okay, we want to do this, and we got to take it here, but we have to do like baby steps, one thing at a time. Like doing this right now, you know, a year ago, we were talking about this, Gabriel and I, of be doing documentaries, get the kids involved, get the volunteers, the interns, and now it's happening.
I learned how to do the basic radio station duties, such as going on air, which was my favorite, recording voice tracks, recording PSAs, which are public service announcements, just basically all of those, and it was pretty fun.
All right, now we're about to enter the control room here at KPYT. Come on and follow me. So this is where they say the magic happens, as in we broadcast. Well, usually what we do is we follow this music rotation. This music rotation, we'll play some Tejano songs, and then we'll play some old school, some classic rock, some Grupo Yaqui, which consists of Pascuala music, our traditional music, and also some folk music. This is where we do the broadcasting from. This very board right here. We got our microphones 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 and 6 control our CD players, 5 and 6 right here. And then we have Channel 7 for call-ins as well. This is where all the liners are read, which are all the information that's going on right here in the community. Like right here, we got one on the Wildcat Night, which is to promote students to learn how to become a U of A, University of Arizona Wildcat. We also have one for the Pascua Yaqui recognition baseball tournaments that are coming up right here. These are just an example of different things we announced. The Senior Center swap meet, they're raising money for their Christmas parties already. Different radio programming such as diabetes prevention program, which covers different ways of eating more healthy, watching your blood levels and glucose levels. We also have Tribal Legacies, which is a program that we interview elders and they kind of tell stories and talk about the past of way things were and some traditions, so it can be broadcast on the radio. We also have Center Spirit does a program talking about the healing of the heart. Special programs like metal with Uncle Jojo. He does a metal hour, hip hop with Ghost Effect, and also oldies with DJ D. So these are just some of the different musics we play and different areas we cover here at the KPYT radio station.
I always refer people over there when they want traditional music.
I can email them and ask for a request, something I want to hear.
If they call through their request line, if they want to hear that one song, I'll play it.
So it's kind of like having a friend that's on the radio.
Okay, so what's really awesome about KPYT is they have done so much for the health department. They play our PSAs. We go on live with them. They help us out whenever we have announcements and things like that. So we really appreciate all the work that they give us and the shout outs that they give us in support of all of the wonderful things that we're doing here at the health department.
All right, KPYT, thank you very much for assisting us with all your live remotes and stuff, making our events more successful than what they are. From the Diabetes Prevention Program, KPYT, you guys rock. Thank you.
KPYT 100.3, know the business.
Hey KPYT, I want to make a shout out to you because you guys rock and you're my inspiration.
KPYT is the reason for life.
KPYT playing all the dopest jams.
Thanks for everything, KPYT 100.3. KPYT, rock!
Thank you, KPYT.
Thank you, KPYT, for playing the greatest tunes.
Thank you KPYT.
Thank you, KPYT.
Thank you, KPYT, for all the dedications.
Thanks, KPYT, from the dental department.
Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. KPYT.
Thanks, KPYT.
KPYT, mamnita ka punto akin. Newa programa bahi bohia way.
They're doing it big over here, so please tune in.
KPYT, you're awesome.